Hello Virgo and welcome to June. I've prayed and called my guides, shuffled and laid the first layer of cards. And so what I see in the underlying energy or the past, what explains what you're living now, I see a disappointment. It's like if that can be you going towards with your heart on your hand to offer something or to communicate here with the Page of Swords, communicate something, an offer to somebody, or to it can be like a job or a project, submitting something with your heart. And after that I have the Pope. The Pope, that can be a Taurus, but that can also be institutions, the law, something stable. It's discernment. He gives the keys to open doors or not. Elects or banishes. That's the power of the Pope. Very solid, grounded. That's why it can be institutions and things like that. So there you are, that offering, that communication with an offering with your heart. And here I have the King of Swords, which can be, he can be a lawyer, a manager, a strategist, somebody that takes a decision. And that decision puts you in a grieving mode. So it's a decision either from somebody very grounded or from an institution or something like that, that makes you grieve that it did not work. It was not accepted. Here you're looking at your 3 cups on the ground. It's that moment of realizing that something is no more. So that's why it's a grieving card. So there's that movement. There was a decision made that put you in that state in the past. In the now, you are dealing with that fact, because there we have our heart, Ace of Cups here. Then we have the Hangman. It's like a pause time, asking us to have another vision on it, to try and put our intelligence into matter, to ground our mental intelligence, to try and understand that, because there's this death here, letting it transform, understanding it and letting it transform. It's like if the Hangman would give you the understanding that that was not for you. That was not in your best interest. So you're letting it die, letting it transform to gain your power, your sovereignty again, your control. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So there's an understanding that you're getting in June. Then after you're going with it, you're going to communicate it. Or you're receiving a communication. Here, there's this Ace of Pentacle coming, but it's coming with the Devil. So it's either a project, an offer, something tangible, very grounded, that can be very binding at the same time. Because the Devil is the king of the 5 senses, of this 3D reality that we can be binded to. So sometimes this, like that, I saw that often as like a 10-year contract that you would be binded to, and that you would have to work and be disciplined, and kind of that kind of thing. It's working with, it's Saturn, you know, working with discipline and all of that. So there's this offer being made. In the future, after that, there you are in two minds about it. You're visiting it, you're thinking about it. You don't have all the information. It's like if you have to go inside and try and listen to your own guts, listen to your own intuition, because you don't have all of the facts. And so you're kind of in two minds about it. It can be good, it would bring me a stable salary or something like that, but at the same time I would be binded and I wouldn't be able to do other things. But whatever, you get the understanding and the clarity about it. That's a haha. Now I see and I understand it. So you do go within to try and find that truth about this situation that is being offered to you in June. After that, there you are working, seeing results, mastering, and slowly going towards your goal. It's a hurt, it's slow but steady, and actually building up slowly what you want, and it will be successful. So I don't know if you are going to take that project per se, but the result is going to be successful if this is it. But you're going to see clearly about it. It could be offered by a Capricorn also, but the devil, it's that you know, the chain gang. It's working. It's very grounded, and if it's not distorted, it can be very beneficial, you know, like fructuous. Here we have the Page of Pentacle. So we are talking about this new project being brought forward. So let's clarify. I call upon my guides. I call upon the light. I call upon spirit. I call upon the divine. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos for the month of June. But it's like if you had to let go of something that you wanted, but that did not pass. It's like if there was a judgment put, but at the end you see that it was for your own good. Sometimes there are things that don't work, and on the spot we're very disappointed, but it's because it wasn't meant for us. So talk to me about... I was looking at the 5 of Cups and I have the 7 of Cups. So that you're grieving was something that you really imagined. It was in your fantasy. It was, it wasn't grounded, that's for sure. But it's something that you really projected yourself and imagined yourself having and living and doing. So, and that decision that was made that did not pass, that is what is you have to grieve and let go. But because the 7 of Cups is here, it is something that you didn't, it's not like you lost a job, you were there for 5 years. It hadn't come into concrete yet. It was a project. It was something that you were bringing. If it was somebody that you were interested in, it's somebody you dreamed about, and you went and offered your heart to that person, and it did not pass. It wasn't received. If it was a project, it was on the table of planification and you're offering it and it's refused. So it's on that, it's a disappointment on that state. Can you tell me more about, show me the Hangman. Show me the Hangman. What is that understanding that they get that makes them transform and get their sovereignty again? It's like you're gaining back control. There's a disappointment. It's gonna be hurting you, but that little pause time for transformation is gonna put you back in your power. Show me the Hangman. Can you be more precise about the Hangman? Yeah. It's to gain strength. It's to let your higher self guide yourself. So here the lion, it's transmutation in alchemy, the red lion. So, and this death is transmutation also, transformation, transmutation. So it's like if maybe this was a desire more based on an ego of what you wanted, and the universe put a stop on it. And that's what you have to understand and see and overcome that untamed desire and listen to your higher self, to reconnect yourself with the universe, to what the universe actually wants for you. What is that Prince of Swords? Virgo, what is that Prince of Swords? Nine of Cups. So that communication you're gonna get is a wish fulfilled. It's gonna be something that you're gonna be really happy about. It's like if grieving that last attempt or that thing that did not work, you make your grieving, you get over it, you understand it wasn't for your best good, it wasn't for your higher self, it was more like something you wanted, and you're letting yourself transforming, gaining back your power, and then you receive a communication that is going to be a real wish fulfilled. It could be something that came from the past, a past situation, or something that fulfills what you really wanted to do, or when you were a child. That kind of energy. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. What is that? Maybe they're coming and offering you that, maybe that new project is like a wish fulfilled. Is it too good to be true? And you're worried about it. Yes, you're worried about it. That's what I was saying. Because there's the devil with it. So you're not sure. You're not sure if you should take it or not. It's bringing some anxiety in you. Show me the devil. Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here? Oh, okay, that's a lot. That's a bit too much. Just one card for the devil. What is the devil? Why is the devil there? Okay, there we go. We have the Pope again. Maybe it's that thing coming back. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And they go very well together. Because the thing is, there you have that offer. And it's a bit like, because this is Jupiter in Capricorn. So there's that Jupiter wanting to expand, to give you, to grow everything, full of energy. And you have Capricorn that wants you to, Saturn there, that wants you to be structured and independent and do what you have to do, that kind of very strict fatherly energy. So there it is. It needs for you to really balance yourself, because that abundance has to be structured. Maybe it's going to ask of you to be extremely structured. But Virgos have no problem with being structured, don't you? When you're balanced, you're very structured. And that project here with the Pope, that they're repeating the Pope, maybe there's a revisiting of what here you had to do, and you had to come over that rejection, maybe get over your ego, reconnect with yourself, remaster, transform, and there it's coming back on the market or from something else. But there we have again, or from a different institution. Let's say you tried there and then finally another institution come along and gives you that. But it makes you worry because you feel here your emotions are going to be up and down there. You feel that this is going to be something extremely strict. What is that Ace of Swords? What do they understand? What is the truth, that understanding? Ace of Swords. It's a decision. It's a Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords for Virgo. Okay, what you understand here. Sorry. We have the 10 of Wands and we have the World. So that understanding about that project that is going to help you take that your decision is that maybe it's going to be the end of a cycle of a huge burden. Of you're going to be able to drop that. Drop responsibilities, drop it, maybe is going to culminate to then be able to balance yourself and finish a cycle, bring that into conclusion. It's like you see it clearly. Now, Prince of Pentacles, who's the Prince of Pentacles here? Is it Virgo? Okay, we still have the Two of Swords and the Page of Cups. There you were with the Knight of Cups, here with the Page of Cups. Again, in two minds about it. So there's that end of a cycle that wants to arrive. That Ace of Swords, that understanding is going to be about the weight and the charge of work that is coming with that new project. And there's like a second communication or a beginning of going towards that with the Prince of Pentacles. But it's like if you're still, even if you had the Ace of Swords, you're still in two minds about it. You still haven't taken your decision, haven't seen the whole picture about it. What is the Eight of Pentacles? We have the King of Swords again. Two times the King of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised that it's the same situation coming back again, because they are repeating a lot the same cards from the underlying energy. The Pope and the King of Swords. It's like they're going to come back, you're going to be happy about it, but you did your grieving. You overcame that and transformed and took your power back. So pulling yourself back into that same dynamic situation is going to bring back anxiety for you. Having to take a decision, having to understand something to put an end to it. Six of Wands, you do finish with victory. Show me the Six of Wands. If we're talking about a relationship, you could be dealing with an air sign or a Taurus. That's too much at the back. Whoops. Give me just one card for the Six of Wands. Are they going to be successful in this? You could, the Six of Wands, clarified by the Six of Wands. So that means, okay, Fanny, don't ask no more. Success is success, okay? All right. So the King of Swords can be also you in this position taking a decision. But whatever you do about what you're working, your craft, and what you're doing, because here there's going to be a lot of mental activity for you, a lot of mental activity for the month of June. A decision of what is good for you and what is not good for you, who is on your side, who is not on your side. You're gonna have to rely on your insight, you know, be the hermit like Virgo is, going inside to find their light, find their own guide, their own master within, because there's a cycle that needs to be finished so you can move into something new in your work, in your craft, in what you want to build solidly, bring forward. And it is going to be successful. They don't want to talk more about it. Success is success. Six of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands. And we are talking about this new project. And there you are, right there, the Hermit. Nine of Swords. Six of Cups there. It is probably something from the past coming back on the table. Something that you grieved, that you had imagined, that you had dreamed. And so you had to transform about it to gain back your mastery of how you want to manage your own empire, of what you want to create in your life. Being the Emperor, man or woman. And then you receive this news that makes you very happy and then makes you very worried, because it would be one heck of an engagement. And you would have to be extremely structured about it. Maybe letting go of some burdens, finishing a cycle. But you're going to get the clarity. And you're going to move towards make a decision. And it's going to be successful at the end. So, my dear Virgos, this is your month of June. An offer coming back on the table. That's going to be the title. So I'm going to wish you a beautiful summer month. And we're going to have the solstice also. That's a good time to have clarity, because you're at the peak of the solar plexus there. Peak of the summer. Thank you for all your comments, subscribes, and shares.